So today I want us to go through the calculation, preparation, and administering of Artesunate. So I want us today to go through the preparation, calculation, and administering of what? Of Artesunate. So first of all, what you need to know is that Artesunate is the recommended drug for severe malaria. Severe malaria. So Artesunate is the drug of choice for severe malaria. So let's imagine you receive a pediatric patient who has history of fitting in this illness, or is even fitting upon reaching the facility. So this child is fitting in this illness, and the fever is the fever is high as well. Then you decide to do a malaria test. You decide to do RDT and it comes out positive. Or maybe this pediatric patient is even unconscious, and then the test for malaria tests positive. So we are going to say this is what? Severe malaria. So the drug of choice is Artesunate. Now, how do you prepare it, and how do you calculate, and how do you administer it? So we need to discuss some of the key things about this Artesunate. The first thing is that Artesunate, the way it is given, the dosing, let's talk about the dosing first. We give it according to body weight. We give it according to body weight. So, what about body weight? So, those weighing less than 20 kg, those weighing less than 20 kg receive a higher dose. Those weighing less than 20 kg receive a higher dose, which is 3 milligrams of Artesunate per kg body weight. Then those weighing more than 20 kg receive a lesser dose, which is 2.4 milligrams per kg body weight. That's the first thing about the dosing. Then the second thing that you need to know is that Artesunate can be given in two routes. So the first one is it can be given intravenously. Then the other route is intramuscularly. So that's about the route. Then the other thing about that you need to know about these routes is that the one that is given intravenously gets diluted more. So we reduce the strength of the one that is given intravenously. The strength of the Artesunate that is given intravenously is as lower strength. Then the one that is given intramuscularly has higher strength. So how is it this way? So for the one that is given intravenously, we say for every 10 milligrams of Artesunate, it has to be diluted with 1 ml. So 10 milligrams of Artesunate per ml of dilution. Then the one that is given intramuscularly is 20 milligrams of Artesunate will be diluted with just 1 ml. So you see, so we have a lot of artesunate being diluted with just little dilution here. So this is what you need to know as well about artesunate. So this one is for IV, this one is for IM. Yes. So upon understanding these basics, the other thing that you need to know is what is the presentation, or how does this package of artesunate come? So mostly the presentation of artesunate that is ordered here in Zambia is the one is the 60 milligrams 60 milligrams vial. So a 60 milligrams vial, remember a vial is that bottle. So it's this bottle. So this vial contains powder artesunate. So this the artesunate that is in this vial is in form of what? Is in form of powder. Then in the packaging of this artesunate, so we have a vial containing 60 milligrams of artesunate. Then the other thing that is there is, as well as, there's an ampule of sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate 5%, which is 1 ml. So there's also an ampule in this packaging, which is 1 ml of sodium bicarbonate 5%. So this is an ampule containing 1 ml of sodium bicarbonate. That is what is going to come with this package. If possible, you're also going to find 0.9% sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. This is normal saline. Normal saline 0.9%. So this is what you use to dilute this artesunate. We don't use what? We don't use water for injection. We don't use water for injection. If you don't have sodium chloride, which is normal saline 0.9%, you can use 5% dextrose, but don't use what? Fluid for water for injection. Don't use water for injection, but use either normal saline or 5% dextrose. Yes. So the first thing that you need to do here, the first thing that you need to do is, one, upon receiving this patient, the first thing that you need to do is weigh the patient. Weigh the patient. So remember, this is given according to body weight. So weigh the patient. So for example, our patient here is weighing 20 kg, 20 kilograms. 20 kilograms. So that is it. So first step is weigh the patient 20 kilograms. Then what is next? So what is next is, now you need to find out how many vials you need. How many vials you are going to need that to give this one. So you're going to do, okay, so those who are weighing less than 20 kg, they receive 3 milligrams per kg body weight. Those who are weighing less than 3 kg, those weighing less than 20 kg. So those who are weighing 20 or less, so 20 or less, they receive 3 milligrams per kg body weight. You get? So we have weighed. This one is weighing 20 kg, meaning this one is falling under this range of 3 milligrams. So you're going to now calculate, which is 3 milligrams times the kg body weight, which is 20 kg. So the answer is going to be 60 milligrams. 60 milligrams. So you've seen to say, okay, so this one is going to receive how many? 60 milligrams of what? Artesunate. So meaning you just need one valve. So you've identified to say. So after you identify this, the next step is now diluting or preparing this now artesunate to be given. So the first thing that you need to do when you're preparing this artesunate is reconstitute it. So remember, it is in powder form. So the first thing is turning it into liquid. And what do we use? The first thing is you reconstitute it with sodium bicarbonate. So all these 60 milligrams vial needs to be reconstituted with 1 ml of sodium bicarbonate. So after you get a syringe, you withdraw this sodium bicarbonate from the ampule, then you inject it into this vial. Then quickly just shake it a bit so that it reconstitutes. Then after 1 minute, it's going to be into a clear liquid. If a clear liquid doesn't form, then discard it, prepare another one. So we have reconstituted this. It is no longer in powder form, but it is in liquid form. And this liquid is equals to 1 ml because of this liquid that we've put here. So we have reconstituted it. We have done what? We have reconstituted it. We already have 1 ml. So now, listen. This is where now the next thing that you're going to do here is identify the route in which you're going to give this artesunate. Is it IV or IM? So if it is IV, remember the formula for IV is 10 milligrams per ml. So 10 milligrams needs to be diluted with just 1 ml. So remember this one, the dose is what? 60 milligrams. So we are going to do just a simple cross multiplication. That's for IV. We're going to say, okay, so if 10 milligrams is equals to 1 ml, what of 60 milligrams is equals to how many mils? X. Then you cross multiply. So this is going to be 60 milligrams ml is equals to 10 milligrams X. Then you divide both sides by 10 milligrams, even here 10 milligrams. So this cancels itself, this there, the milligrams cancels itself. 1 into 6 is 6. So X is equals to 6 mils. So you are going to dilute this vial with 6 mils. But remember, we already have what? 1 mil. We already have what? 1 mil. Where is the 1 mil coming from? The sodium bicarbonate that we reconstituted this powder with. So we already have what? 5 mil. So we are going to do minus 1 mil. The 1 mil that we already have, which we are going to give, which we are going to get 5 mils. So these 5 mils, this is the sodium chloride or normal saline or 5% dextrose. That's what we are going to withdraw and then dilute this already formed liquid that is in this vial. So you are going to put an extra 5 mils of sodium chloride or 5% dextrose. So after you do that, you are going to have 6 mils. 1 mil is for sodium bicarbonate, 5 mils is for what? So 5 mils is for what? Normal saline or 5% dextrose. And remember, this person needs to get how many? 6 mils. So this person needs to get again 6 mils. So you are now going to withdraw the whole lot of 6 mils and then do what? Infuse it over 1 to 2 minutes intravenously. So then you are going to administer it intravenously over 1 to 2 minutes. You should have given through the IV route. You should have given through the IV route. Let's go to the IM route. What if you are giving it intramuscularly? What if you are giving it intramuscularly? So remember, we've said this patient needs to get 60 milligrams of artesunate, 60 milligrams artesunate. Then in the IV, we've said to using this formula of 10 milligrams diluted with 1 ml. So meaning 60 milligrams, we are going to dilute it with how many? 6 ml. And remember, this is a 60 milligram vial. So, and the dose is 60 milligram vial. So we are going to give everything. What if you are giving IM? So remember, 60 milligrams is our dose. 60 milligrams is our dose. Then for IM, remember the formula for IM is what? 20 milligrams diluted with 1 ml. With 1 ml. 20 milligrams is diluted with 1 ml. So so we are going to do the same cross multiplication here, which is 20 milligrams is equals to 1 ml. Then what of 60 milligrams is equals to x? You cross multiply, then you do 20 milligrams times x is 20 milligrams x, which is equals to 60 times 1 ml, which is 60 milligrams ml over 20 milligrams, even here over 20 milligrams. So this cancels itself here. So x is equals to milligrams cancels 0 here. So that's 3 ml. So remember what we said is that the one that is given IM is more powerful, has more strength compared to the one that is given intravenously. So this means that 60 milligrams of artesunate will just be diluted with what? 3 ml. 3 ml. So remember, the first thing is reconstituting it, turning that artesunate in the vial into what? A liquid. That's the first thing. And we reconstitute it using what? 1 ml of sodium bicarbonate. 1 ml of sodium bicarbonate. That's the first thing. So we have reconstituted this 60 milligrams vial of artesunate with 1 ml. With 1 ml. See, it is so we now have, we don't have a powder, but we have a 1 ml liquid of artesunate, reconstituted artesunate. So meaning from the 3 ml that we need to dilute this artesunate with, we are just remaining with what? 2 ml. Because 1 ml you've already put, which is sodium bicarbonate. So we are just remaining with 2 ml. So these 2 ml, this is now what you are going to get. Normal saline, 0.9%. We withdraw 2 ml and then put it into that vial. So we are going to plus 2 ml of normal saline. Normal saline, 0.9%. So we now have 3 ml. We have diluted this. So the 60 milligrams, we've just diluted it with 3 ml. And what's the dose? Our dose is 60 milligrams. So meaning we are giving everything. We are giving everything here. So we just withdraw it and then inject it intramuscularly, 5 ml slowly over at least a period of or 1 minute, Nishi, you've given IM. So what is the dosing? So what is the timing now? You're gonna end with the timing. So what is the timing? So the timing of this is the first dose. So the first dose you give on admission, which we are going to consider 0 hour period. That's upon admission. Then the second dose is 12 hours after the first dose. Then the third dose. So it is recommended that for severe malaria, you give at least a minimum of 3 doses, which is in a 24-hour period. Is again 24 hours after the first dose. You should have given at least the minimum. If the patient is still unconscious, they are unable to take antimalarial drugs orally, you continue. So you continue with at least 1 dose. You continue with 1 dose per day for not more than 7 days. For not more than 7 days. So if on day 5 they have recovered, they are okay, they can take antimalarial drugs orally, you stop Artesunate and go to oral antimalarials, which is what? Coartem, the Coartem we say. Coartem. Combination of artemether and lumefantrine for 3 days. But you have to give first the 3 doses you give. If they recover, they are able to take oral drugs, then you now start artemether and lumefantrine, which is Coartem, for 3 days period. You've given Artesunate. You've prepared and you've given Artesunate. Thank you.